Hi guys, this is Creative Graphics. Welcome to my channel. On today's tutorial, we're going to be designing this party flyer. In this design, we're going to be using Photoshop and are going to be combining all these resources to form this flyer. So let's go to Photoshop and see the design process. So in this design, I'm going to be using a portrait size which is 1080 by 1350 RGB color, 18-bit pixel by inch, and create. So as usual, I'm going to be creating a gradient background with a color code of EEFOC on this side, and on this side I'm going to be using 121500 on the other side. And make sure the opacity is 100 and I hit OK. Then I reverse it, make sure that the darker part is at the bottom, then it's OK. I'll delete this, then I will import this background here, so I make sure it's aligning to the top. Check the alignment to Canva, then it's aligning to the top. And adjust it a little, make sure it's at the center. So this is fine. Then I'll mask it. After masking, I'll use my gradient tool, then I drag it up like this. I drag it up. I have something like this. Then I don't want this red stuff to be showing there, so what I need to do is go to hue and saturation and reduce the hue and saturation to -100 and mask it. So this is what we got. This before and after. So I blend this background. So then again, I'm going to add another overlay. This ring lightning. I'm going to add it. So I'll make sure it's at the center. Then I'll select this tool, elliptical marquee tool. So then I'll select, and I'll hold Shift and Alt at the same time. So, and I'll release. Then I'll make sure the feather is 90. Make sure the feather is 90. Then you mask it so that you have this feathering edge. So this is perfect. Then I will use hue and saturation on this tool. Go to hue and saturation, -100, mask it. You have something like this. Then you change the blend mode to linear dodge add, something like this. Then reduce the opacity to around. Let's reduce the opacity to around. Sorry. This image is changed to linear dodge add, so you have something like this. Then you can reduce the opacity to around 71. You have something like this. So let's go to blur now. I want to blur it. Blur, Gaussian blur. So you make the Gaussian blur 12.5. So you have something like this. You have something like this. You have something like this. This is fine. So then we apply a gradient of black and white on it. Gradient of black and white. Gradient. Go to gradient. Select black and white. So ensure that this part is 0. So you have to so then you change it to multiply. Let's check this center. So always make sure it's at the center. So this is fine. So this gradient black and white. So it's around this place. So we have something like this. I think this is fine. So then we are going to add some element. I'm going to add this element. I'm going to reduce it to make sure it's at the top. So I'm going to add it around here. If this is fine, then I'll mask it. Use my gradient tool again and drag it off a little. So I think this is fine. So then we are going to blend this to the background. So what we need to do is go to hue and saturation again. Hue and saturation, mask it, you colorize, and you use this setting. For saturation, for hue, you use 49. Then for hue, you use 49. For saturation, you use 48. So this is what we got. So again, we are going to create a lightning on this image. So what we need to do is go to your pen tool, select the pen tool, then draw shape on it. Draw a shape like this. So this is perfect. So what you need to do is make sure the colors is the same thing as the color we're selecting. Then select the 3. Then merge shape. You merge the shape as once. Then convert it to smart object in case you need to edit it later. So then you go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Then you make this Gaussian blur around 20.8. So make it more blur. So go to filter, go to blending, the blending, then change it to screen. So we have something like this, and as well reduce it. This is asset. I'm going to leave it 100. So I think this is fine. So what we need to do now is to adjust the. I think this is fine. So we are going to add our image to this. We're going to add this image. This is an AI image I downloaded on free pick. So I'm going to add it somewhere around here. So I think this is fine. So I'm going to adjust this like this. So I think this is fine. Then mask the image, click the image, mask, and use your gradient tool to drag it up a little just to blend it. This is fine. So we are going to add some effects to this image. The first one is go to filter, to pass cloud, adjust 5. Then I will apply crisp and hit OK. So again I'll go to filter, to pass cloud, detail 3. I'm going to be using architectural detail. I'm going to boost some detail. I think it's okay. This is fine. So then I'm going to add the last effect to this image. I'm going to filter, camera raw filter. So if you don't have my camera raw filter pack, you can go to check the link in the description to download the pack and how to import it to Photoshop. So I'm going to be using this chocolate brown, FP chocolate brown ABC 2021 to have something like this. So this is perfect. So again, I'm going to add some lightning. So I'm going to create a new layer. Select my brush, make my brush around 320, and I will click around here and somewhere around here. Create a clipping mask and change it to screen. So let's remove assets. So select your eraser tool. Ensure the mask. Ensure you select the layer. Then you begin to remove. Increase this brush. You begin to remove. because we want the lightning from the background, from the image coming from the background to reflect on the body. We want it to reflect. We want it to reflect. Select the eraser again. So have something like this. So you have something like this before and after. So this is fine. So again, we are going to bring our text effects now. So we are going to add our text, which is turn Friday turn up. Friday turn up. So I'm going to be using a font called Radar Crusader Expanded. I'm going to adjust this like this. So double click and reduce the tracking, also the leading, and reduce it, and this is fine. So Ctrl J again. We are going to add another effect here, which is up. So this is fine. Ctrl T, make this up a little bit bigger. So this is fine. So make sure they are the same alignment. So Ctrl G to make sure they are bigger. So Ctrl T, skew, and then you bring it up a little like this, around -50 degrees. So we are going to use a text effect for this text. So if you need this, just click the link in the description. So I'm going to use this gold text effect for this. So we are going to use this. Double click, then you bring the text in place of this. Bring this. You just bring this here a little bit bigger. So this is fine. Let's check. So let's use minus 30. For this to use minus 30. Just to make sure everything is uniform, minus 30. So this is fine. Then you go to File, Save, or you press Ctrl S. So our smart object has been updated. So this is what we got. So again, I'm not satisfied with this text effect, so I'm going to modify it. Remove the shadow. Then I edit this stroke. Go to the first layer, double click the stroke. So I'm going to reduce the stroke to around, let me check, around 19. So I select the 3D and then merge group. So after merging the group, right click, convert to smart objects. Then I bring it to my workplace. So then I reduce the size, Ctrl T, reduce the size, and I bring it around here. I think this is fine. Then I check the previous one. So this is what we got as our text effects. I think this is perfect. Then I don't need this. I close it. So then we begin to add our other elements to this design. So I don't need this. Just close it. So let's begin to add some information to this. I'm going to use a font called Nexa. So Nexa Regular. extra regular. So I'll make this white. Make this white. And this is fine. This is fine. So let's make it 4. And this is fine. So another thing is to increase the tracking. To increase the tracking 20. I think this is perfect. So then you press Ctrl J. Ctrl J. You duplicate this, and then you type the artist star. I'm going to type star guest DJ Kevin. So I'm going to use font called Lemon Juice here. Lemon Juice. So I'm going to change this DJ Kevin to this yellow color we'll be using from one set. I'm going to adjust this. I think this is fine. So select the two, make sure they're the same alignment. I think this is perfect. So Ctrl J again. Let me copy the featuring. Ctrl J. So we add something like this. And increase the tracking of this. And raise the size. And this is fine. So make it yellow. Make it yellow. So to fill it up, just bring it to the edge of this. Then copy. Bring it to the edge. Ctrl C, Ctrl V to make sure it's aligning. So this is perfect. This is perfect. So I'll adjust this. It's fine. So let's check something. Make sure these are the center. Okay. This also at the center. So this image and this should also be at the center. Like this. So this Friday should also be centralized a little. So this is fine. Adjust this up. So let's add time to this. Ctrl J. Make sure they are in the same alignment. Very, very important. Then Friday. Again, Ctrl J. Friday, July 27th. So these are just fictional designs. So I'm going to use Nexa black for this, make it bold. And I increase the size. Make sure they're in the same alignment. Then I reduce the tracking, then I reduce the leading also. So this is fine. So make sure the two is aligning. So select selection. So the two align without moving from the position. So this is fine. So I'm going to add something to this, a shape. I'm going to add a shape to this, like this. So with the same color. So make this 3. This is fine. Then I adjust this down. Select the 3. Make sure they are aligning. So this is perfect. So we are going to remove the part from this image, from this shape. Select add anchor point. So you add anchor point to the center. Add anchor point to that. Add another one here. Add another one here. Then you select the one at the center and press delete. So you have something like this. add something like this. So this is fine. This is fine. So if you want to check, just bring your ruler to check. So that's what makes you professional. So you check. So you can see this one is exceeding this space. You can just adjust this up. So go to view, clear guide. So that's what makes you a professional. So select this, Ctrl G. So if you want to adjust now, you can adjust the 3 at the same time. So let's add some other information too. So I'm going to add this. I'm going to add this. So make sure it's at the center. So center of the canvas. So make sure it's at the center of the canvas. Then make the stroke 3. Change it to yellow and remove the fill. So at the same time, copy another shape and place it like this. So make sure the fill is yellow and the stroke is none. Then you adjust it like this. You adjust it like this. So this is perfect. And just like this. So make sure it's at the center of the text of the shape. Then Ctrl J and bring this here. Then select this color, this black color. Then bring it at the top of the image of the shape. So then we change. We're going to add our time here. Double click it. Then you add doors. Open 9:00 p.m. So this is fine. So I'm going to change this font now. Add a contrast here. So make this Nelsa black and make this Nelsa bold. So I think this is perfect. So then you click the shape and you drag it like this. So this is what we got. So again, I'm going to add some other information which are necessary. Something like limited tickets available. And free complimentary drink. So these are just fictional design. Entry with pass. There's no pass. No entry. So I think this is fine for me. So we can go further to add color to this, just to make emphasis. So let's adjust this. I think this is fine. This is fine. So select the shape again and group it. Ctrl G. So group it. We have something like this. So make sure it's at the center. So it's at the center already. This is fine. So this is what we got. This is what we got. So on the last note, I'm going to add the title, the main let's say the logo or something like that. So let's add something like Imperial. So I'm going to use this font again, which is Raider Crusader Expanded. Make sure it's at the center. I'm going to use this color, which is 27221. I'm going to use this color. think this is perfect. So Ctrl J again. Entertainment. Then presents. Then I'll change this to Nexa. So I'll follow the pattern of that stroke of that italic. Then I'll change this to lighter italic. So let's see. So we have something like this. So make sure the tool is aligning, not just placed anyhow. It's aligning. I think this is fine. Select it. Select it. And Ctrl G to make sure the tools are at the center. So as you can see, the lighting behind that image is very poor. Behind that text is very poor. So you go to blending option. So I'm going to add lightning to this blending option. So you go to outer glow. So then you change the color to DECE72. Then you change the blend mode to screen. Then you change the spread to 9. Then you change your size to 93. So you have something stuffed like this. So let's check the before and after. So this is the lightning. So now this is our flyer. So you can see the sides are very empty. So I'm going to add some elements, some resources to the side. So let's check our resources. I'm going to add this. So let's add this first. I'm going to add this. So I'm going to change this direction like this. So all these are just based on my own exploration. So I'm going to add this. Again, Ctrl J, Ctrl T, flip horizontally, and you bring this to this side. You want something like this. Then you select the tool. Then you change it to pin light. Something like this. Change it to pin light. This is fine. So group this again. Make sure it's center. This is fine. So then we are going to add this. I think this is fine. So then you change this to screen. Mask it. So all these parts, I'm going to remove it with eraser. So we use the eraser tool. Then delete from the up. We want the top to be clean. So delete from the top. So any text that's covering this image, you reduce it. So I think this is fine. So again, I'm going to add this this lightning, this glass prism rainbow lightning. So I'm going to change this to screen visual. So this is screen. Then opacity to around 61. So then I adjust. I think this is fine. So on this Friday, I'm going to add a lightning too. On this Friday, let me hide this. This Friday, turn up. I'm going to add this PNG lights. Rotate it. Reduce the size. And bring it around here. This is fine. I'll change this to screen or something like this, and bring this back. So I think this is perfect. So I want to use something for the blend mode now. I want to use LUT. So I'm going to use LUT for the blend mode. I'm not going to use a color balance this time around. So color. So I'm going to use this LUT. I'm going to use this Kodak 5218-2395. I'm going to use this before, after. So I'm going to use this. So this is our final design. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you.